MTech Mobility is a solution integrator that we support and service multiple industries. But the primary industry is hospitality, the restaurant space especially. We've developed our own proprietary solutions to help the industry basically evolve through all the changes that have transpired, especially since the milestone of the pandemic. So amazing changes, amazing opportunity, but a lot of headwinds and a lot of challenges for a lot of operators. So solution integrator, meaning that we work with all the different point of sale companies, all the different third-party companies, all the OEMs, especially Samsung, where we have an amazing relationship with, and we actually bring solutions to a customer. In addition to that, we have a global logistics operation for managed services for mobility. So regardless of what you need, when you need it, where you need it, and how it needs to support it, we're the company that does all of it.
At MURTEC, it's interesting. You know, there's been so many challenges in the industry ever since the pandemic, moving on to now with all the headwinds associated with inflation, the labor challenges that we're having, et cetera. We're focused on bringing solutions to operators and restaurants that really are available today to see what they have at their fingertips that they can implement very quickly to address some of those challenges. So we have developed what we call a universal mobile point of sale system, and introducing at MURTEC this week, we're introducing our universal payment integration platform. So imagine a platform that allows you to work with any point of sale, with any gateway, any provider, any bank processor, and the ability to form that Rubik's Cube that we talk about that meets the brand's needs, and have the flexibility to implement that technology in their restaurant today, whether it's in Florida, Georgia, California, Mexico, Europe, anywhere it's needed, we can actually deliver that complete branding model for the restaurant group. The industry is always going through change. It's the nature of the restaurant hospitality business, right? So I think everyone's conditioned to know that change is coming, change is here, and you need to be able to be nimble and you need to be flexible. But the biggest challenges that the restaurant industry is facing right now, the big one is labor. We've seen that all the way through since the pandemic, but it's continued. And the inflation rates associated with labor rates, especially in certain states that have really raised the minimum wage and put a lot of pressure on operators that are trying to actually generate a positive P&L. So labor is actually at the top. But there's another aspect, and that's the consumer. The consumer demand has increased tremendously, and the expectations of consumers to get great service has continued to accelerate. With the advent of technology, especially mobile technology in the consumer industry, we're seeing demand on operators for technology that some of the solutions are up and coming, some of the solutions are always been promised, but some of the solutions actually just need to be put together. So labor would be number one. I would also say consumer demand and the ability to actually run an operation more effectively, lower the cost of servicing without compromising the customer experience and the impact to the brand. First of all, that's what we do. Okay, so if you ask, what does MTech do? It's unique to us at MURTEC, and I've worked with the MURTEC team and RTN because we're kind of a fish out of water here on the showroom floor. Because our job is to work with everyone here for an operator that has a need to actually, what we call, identify the Rubik's Cube and actually set it up, because it's not just one vendor, it's not one POS company, it's not one rewards application, and it's unique to that operator. So what we offer is the ability for a restaurant group to come to us, understand the challenges that they have for their brand and their customer experience, and making sure that they're making the best decision possible, not the right decision, right? There's not necessarily a right or wrong in regards to the different operators and different software partners and hardware partners that are in this showroom floor today, but it's the best decision for them, for their brand, and for that customer experience that they're trying to achieve, let alone supporting their restaurant staff and driving better efficiencies and productivity in their restaurant operation. So mobile technology, for example, is amazing, and it's having tremendous impacts. We have measurable impacts about how mobile technology is helping address some of those things that we just talked about. But for some brands, it isn't necessarily the experience that they want to have. So we come up with alternatives and hybrids on how to do that for a restaurant group. But the most important thing is, that's our sweet spot. And more importantly, we talk about things that we actually can do, not things that are just the possible. And it's really important for restaurant operators today to actually have solutions that are real, that they can get, that they can count on, and that frankly have measurable results. And we have tons of references and CIOs for them to talk to of people that have actually done this. So they're not actually going down a path where they're trying to recreate something or even find the pitfalls or successes on their own. We bring other CIOs and operators that have had success with bringing that technology integration together, and we actually present that as use cases to help them. Here's what I would add. We love what we do at MTech. We really do. We love this industry. I've hired so many folks that are part of our team that were restaurant operators, that were people that actually were behind the counters, were working back of house, were working in corporate restaurant locations. So we all have a passion around that. So we love what we do. And I would just say this, as much as we're going through a lot of uncertainty again, more headwinds coming for the industry, the challenges that we have, there are solutions that can be implemented today to solve those problems, because our future is bright in hospitality. And this industry has gone through quite a lot, as you probably know, and always comes out better. Just like how we came out of the pandemic, we are so much better as an industry and as operators and as providers of software and hardware and service solutions. The key is, find someone that's like us, frankly, to be very honest with you, that can actually help you navigate through that and solve that Rubik's Cube for you, and not necessarily, point you in a direction that might corner you or restrict you, that would not lead to be able to be flexible for the kind of flexibility and adaptability that restaurant operations have to have today. That's the key. Make sure that you don't get trapped.